Hey, how's it going? So today I want to talk about this idea that we've been pursuing for quite a while. And this is this idea that all of this knowledge we can put into some sort of database or tool or, documentation system. And we can then pull from that database as a collective, as our agency to basically keep hold of all the information, knowledge, and grow as we grow as a team. Now, there isn't particularly anything out there at the moment that does this in a simplistic way until we basically found this tool, which is called Smart Connections. Now, there are a couple of extra bits that I wanted from this, which is offline functionality, the ability to use your own API keys with whatever AI tool you get, because as all of these AI tools kind of accelerate, they're getting better every single day. So you want to always be on the front runner. So if ChatGPT or OpenAI gets a brand new tool, you want that to make sure that that's the best one and you're using the best price, for your money. And then if it ends up being Anthropic, swap over. So Smart Connections is really cool because first of all, you can see all the different types of AI functionality you can use. You can use any of these. You can even spin up a local AI for the actual tool. But for the sake of today, I'm going to be using Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And now on the left-hand side, you can see all this information that we've actually set up to try and help people get onboarded to Obsidian, because it's not the easiest tool to get onboarded with. In fact, I would recommend this YouTube video that's on the left here. I'll make sure that's in the description. But from this, we want to say, how do we, so if you can look on the left-hand side, you can see this. How do we create a paragraph in Obsidian? And so what this will then do when you fire this off, it will find the context of whatever markdown file it finds appropriate, and it will respond with a little tiny snippet that tells me about whatever it is that I'm asking. So it says, based on your notes, to create a paragraph in Obsidian, you need to press enter twice. Specifically, your notes mention, and then it gives you the actual context. Now, this is kind of cool, but it's very basic at this point. But what I want to show you is something very, very interesting, because we're not even in the same file, and I want to ask how we are able to handle blurs in Sanity Image. So how do we handle blur in Sanity Image? And now, why is this interesting specifically is because there's not all that much information out there about Sanity Image and blurs, but more specifically, there's no information about how we do it in-house. Now, you can see here, this is actually how we do it in-house. We have, we use the Sanity Image URL 4, we set a width of 100, a height of 100, and we blur it to 300. So there's no real performance cost by taking this image. And then from there, we actually use an overflow, and we get this blur large and scale 110. Now, because this note exists, and you'll see the difference here. So if I hit handling blurs on the web, you'll see that this looks totally different to the version that Smart Connections passed us back. And this is because it's essentially taking all that information from my document and then running it through, in this case, Claude 3.5, and giving us a very interesting, kind of more contextually accurate response, which is incredible. You might be asking essentially, how much does all of this cost? And the answer is pretty much nothing, because the person that's building this obviously works from donations and upgrading the account, but ultimately at the end of the day, you're bringing your own API key, and he's essentially just built the tool to be able to work with Obsidian community plugins. So what I would advise doing is, if you are going to use this tool, go ahead and say hi to Brian, who is one of the creators of the tool, and probably upgrade and pay for the extra bit to be able to get the latest version. But yeah, it's an incredible tool. I'd highly recommend it. It's been something that we've been trying to do for months and months and months on end. And this, as far as I'm concerned, is the best thing out there to be able to handle offline, online, AI functionality, and be able to get context from your documentation. So yeah, hope that helps. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.